Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a run with Cook. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Dancing to his left. Oh, able to avoid it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Results in a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance.
This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be. Happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but now it's third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Jackson will throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Cook. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Wilson, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's complete to Adams. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Adams, 58 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's complete to Kelsey. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Wilson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They run. Cook. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From the 36, Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets enough. And everyone behaves nicely. We might just list those out for them. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run the counter with Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Got it.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 51, Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties his Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
We're in those golden high tops as well.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They go play action with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going up top. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Again, they run with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Hines. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run with Hines, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Cook following the penalty. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to do that. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling. And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board. Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here. I'll give it a shot. Gurley again here on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Fourth down, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here